Hey everybody, I decided to make a video today showing some more non-T206 from my collection. I made one of these a while back and I had a lot of fun with it, so here we go. First up, the background today will be a 1905 souvenir postcard of the New York Giants. Some great players on here. Center being the best, Christy Mathewson, gorgeous card. Looking at it now, I'm actually thinking, dang, I should get this in a new holder because this holder is older than the hills. So it will not grade the same unless I keep it in that and just reholder it. So I will probably do that. Yeah, let me just get into it. I'll start off, do stuff in kind of some themes, and then yeah, go from there. We'll see what happens. First up, I apologize if I am saying this wrong. I've probably shown a lot of these in a video before, but it's been a while and I have better camera and all that kind of fun stuff. So this is a 1915, excuse me, Cecchini baseball number 201. This is a Cuban set. It's actually Red Murray batting. Love this card. It's kind of difficult to tell on the camera, but this is very much like a photograph paper. It's like a watercolor application on it to get the slight green. Some of these have more coloring than others. Not quite sure what they, or how they decided to which ones to color and not. This is kind of an obscure set, so I don't know a ton about it, but since it features a giant, I had to get it. These cards have just become tougher and tougher. So this is just kind of a generic baseball card, so I will show some more of these. This may be the first time one of these has been ever shown on YouTube. I don't know for sure. This is a K4 Arbuckle coffee card. And it's a series that depicts sports from other countries. So this is the United States card. There's a little baseball scene up there, as well as a cyclist, circus, and then a fisherman with a ship in the background. Just kind of a neat card that I got for cheap, so I figured, why the heck not? Let me see if... This is I've never done a video with this phone before, so let me know how it looks, everybody. The back is beat to heck, so eventually I'll get a nicer copy of this, but for now this one displays really well, so when I do eventually get a better copy, I'll send it into SGC. Continuing with the generic baseball depictions, I will show this one. This is a 1925 Turf Cigarettes baseball. This is an English issue. This is, let's see, on the back, if you guys can read it, this is George Sisler, Hall of Famer, but this card has also taken quite the jump recently. Really like it. It's a great, like I said, generic depiction of baseball, which I collect. Just really like this scene. Great looking card. As I said, it's gotten more expensive, but if you are a baseball fan, I still recommend picking one up. Same goes with this card. This is an WDHO Wills, Wills Cigarettes, Sports of All Nations, America Baseball. This card is gorgeous. For those of you who collect Americana as well, it has the American flag. This is just a fantastic card. This card has probably doubled in value since I picked one up. The more people learn about it, the more people want one. Even the back is awesome on this one. Just love this card. It's one of my favorites. So there's that one. Next up, might as well show off a couple T205 Hall of Famers. This is Eddie Collins, mouth closed. He has two cards in the T205 set, this being the easier of the two. Picked this up at a card show at a local mall. Has a little wrinkle right there, but when you're just looking at it, it doesn't pop up unless you hold it in the right light conditions. So, man, this autofocus on this camera is a little finicky. Hopefully, it's watchable. Great looking card. Next up, got a killer deal on this one on Facebook. This is Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. Another T205. This one is not quite as nice as the Collins, but for the price I paid, great looking card. Mordecai Brown. Here's a shot of the back, polar bear. Typical staining you would expect from that back. So there's Mordecai Brown. Let me show this one. This is a really recent pickup. This is a T200 Fatima of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Got this one because Honus Wagner cards have just gone up like crazy in value. I was buying another couple cards from this seller, and I saw this one for a price that just made sense to pick this up. This one does have some really bad blur going on the left side of the card, but Honus Wagner is crystal clear. So as a pre-war collector, I just felt like I should have a Honus Wagner card. Whether or not this one would count in your collection, I think until I find a different one at a price that I can stand, I will be happy with this team card that he is featured on by name. So there's Honus Wagner on the T200 Fatima. Very happy to have that one. Next up is another favorite of mine. This is a 1906 Fan Craze of Monty Cross. It took me forever, well over a year after I started actually searching for this card to find one. This is one that I wanted simply because it is quite rare to have a card from this era featuring facial hair. There's a player in the T206 set by the name of John Titus that commands a huge premium. This card also demands quite the premium. Monty Cross. Great hair, great stash. I'm jealous and happy to have this card in my collection. Like I said, I feel like I've shown several of these already, but yeah, just kind of fun to show off a cool variety of cards. Let's do a Hall of Fame rookie card. This is a 1928 R315 of Carl Hubble. They spelled his name wrong. Spelled it with a K instead of a C, but this is his rookie card. Got a killer deal on this one back in the day. Does have some condition issues up here in this corner, but it's very well hidden on the front, which is what I care about. So there is Carl Hubble, great screwball pitcher, rookie card. Let's see, how long is the video? I'll do a couple more. Here is a 1915 Cracker Jack of Fred Merkel. Not the biggest fan of the big cutout for the SGC holder with the little plastic baggie inside. That being said, if you have not handled or seen an original Cracker Jack card in person, they are so very thin and fragile. They are terrifying to handle because of that, so I kind of get why SGC went that route with this copy. This is an ultra clean card. It is diamond cut. That being said, just beautiful color, really nice white borders, nice corners. I bought this one on PWCC on eBay. Or no, I bought it on a Buy It Now on eBay, and they must have purchased it from PWCC, and I don't know why I didn't take the sticker off. Little staining here and here, but this is just such a nice copy of the card. 1915 you could mail away and get a set, and so that's what I think happened with this one, because there's no way that it maintained this quality and condition and was packed away with the caramel popcorn. There's just no way. So this is a card that I had been after again for quite a while and couldn't be happier with this copy. 1915 Cracker Jack. Very highly recommend you pick up a Cracker Jack if you can. They are so cool in person. They have just gained in popularity as of late. I feel like I don't see them available very often. So, Fred Merkel. Next up, just picked this one up. This is a 1914 coupon cigarettes. This is a Type 2, 20 for 5 cents. Later they changed it for 16 cigarettes for 10 cents. But what's unique and cool about this one is the caption at the bottom is commemorative, which I have, prior to this card, I have never seen before. Mike Donlin was quite the hitter, and it says Donlin 300 batter, 7 years. So really cool card of a great giant who probably gave up. I mean, the Hall of Fame didn't exist when he was playing, but he kind of was going to be a Hall of Famer and just kind of left baseball to pursue other things like being in plays and stuff like that. So great player. Really like the image on that one. I'll eventually get a nicer copy of that. I pulled out way too many cards for this video. I'll do a couple more. N284 Buescher, I believe is, or Butchner, not quite sure. Gold coin. It's from 1887. One of the great names of all time. I'm kind of afraid to send this one. I would love to get it reholdered, but I'm afraid that they will not put Piano Legs Gore on the new holder. I should check to see how it's cataloged in the modern system. But this is a set that I wanted an example of and finally found it. It looks like his mouth is a little weird registration-wise, but it's actually a mustache. As I said earlier in this video, I'm a big fan of. But I just like the color and the picture. Let's see if it wants to focus. There we go. This is the worst 5 of all time. Grading standards have definitely improved since this one was graded, but as of now it is a 5, and as a 5 it will remain. Got a killer deal on this one. This is one of the cards that I purchased with the T200 of Pittsburgh that I showed earlier. Really dig this one. So Piano Legs Gore, just A+ name. And this will be the last one I show. I missed out on this one, and Drew got it, and I threw a hissy fit, and he decided to sell it to me after I asked him 100 times. That may or may not be accurate. But this is an E90-1 of Rube Marquard, Giants Hall of Famer. Great story. If you have not read or listened to the audiobook version of The Glory of Our Times, Rube Marquard has just a fantastic story. This is an E90-1. This is very diamond cut. Little stain on the back. Stain action here and there. But the picture itself is fantastic. Really nice looking card. Thank you, Drew, for selling me this card. So E90-1. I know I said last one. Might as well show one more. What the heck? This is a lot later than every other card in this video, but it is also cool. This is a 1933 DeLong Bill Terry. Last National Leaguer to hit 400 in a season. That may win you a trivia competition. There's Bill Terry. Just love the DeLong set. This is a great looking card. There's a shot of the back. Feel free to pause it if you want to read. I just love the set. He's the only Giant player in it, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have more. There is a nice close-up of it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will be at the National this year, 2023. I don't know if you're watching this in the future, but that's the year I'm talking about. So I'll be hanging out with people, and feel free to come up if you recognize my voice or remember what I look like from my old videos. Feel free to come up and say hello. So anyway, this was way longer than I expected it to be, so I appreciate you watching up until now if you are still. Anyway, thanks everybody. Bye.